Hello, and welcome back to my Afterfall Insanity playthrough. Today, before we deal with this monster right in front of us, I'm going to discuss a bit about what happened in the last video, particularly that part right at the end. Tokaj, with Professor Tomaszewski, enters the room with the other scientists. Shortly after, the monster that we are looking at right now drops down and knocks us to the ground. I'm a bit bothered by this, as Tokaj so far has had no trouble fighting off quite a few opponents. But we'll excuse it. We'll say that it just caught him off guard. What I won't excuse is just how long it took Tokaj to get back up to his feet. This monster had enough time to move throughout the entire room, killing what we can expect at this moment all of the other scientists. What I also won't excuse is that we have been stripped of all of our weapons. Melee, guns, all gone. And another issue with this scene is that it introduces this monster as if we had never seen it before. Tokaj acts particularly scared of seeing this creature, even though we've already spotted at least 6 or 7 of these things already. But that's one of the problems with Afterfall Insanity. They don't bother making things make sense. But enough about that. Let's hop in to this video. Alright, what you want to do, rushing around the dead bodies, is pick up this assault rifle, which wasn't shown in the cutscene, and also our GX-10. Why they stripped us of our weapons only to give them right back makes no sense. There's also a fire axe, so let's showcase the assault rifle. And after killing that monster, the door over there opens up for us. Let's go ahead and pick up this fire axe. All of our equipment has now been regained, for absolutely no reason. I guess they just couldn't code a way to keep your weapons through cutscenes. That's the only thing I could think, otherwise it makes no sense to rip away your equipment and then just give it right back. Now, I'm looking for something in here. It's on one of these desks. Ah, is this it? Nope, that's just a calculator. Is it on this desk? No, not the side roll, Tokaj. Can't seem to find what I'm looking for. In this room, on one of the desks, is... It's just a replacement of a note from the previous chapter.
It's too late. You have to synthesize a vaccine for the rest of the shelter. In case contamination spreads to other...
No, wrong. I don't have time for mistakes. Here. Fuck.
And
I've had enough of this shit. I've had enough of this fucking place. I've had enough of this fucking day. Let's head back to the first sublevel and give the Colonel one hell of a debriefing.
And with that unbelievable display of angst, it's not really rage, just angst. We've lost Professor Tomaszewski. Doesn't really look that hurt, not quite sure what killed him. We also no longer have our face mask. So now we don't have that nice little animation. You just get to look at Tokai's smug face every time I pan the camera. And the music here is all sad, but to be honest, nothing that sad actually happened. I guess you could consider Professor Tomaszewski dying sad, but I wouldn't. It's just too awkward. Doesn't feel like I should be upset about it. More upset that the game forced control away from me to do something really stupid. I apologize about the achievements popping up in the corner. I suppose I could disable them, but some of the names are pretty silly. I felt like worth showing off. Such as, here's Albert. It's a horror game, you know, to scare you. Well, let's go through this little loading section right here. Now, I've mostly run out of game mechanics to discuss, and so until something new crops up, I'll mainly be discussing just how awkward this game's plot becomes. Also how tedious its combat becomes. Our goal right now is to get back to Colonel Potocki and inform him of what we've seen down here. Tokaj sounds like he's going to be giving the old man a piece of his mind, though I'm not quite sure why he's so upset with Colonel Potocki. It's not his fault, after all, that these things are happening. At least not as far as we know. And once again, we're backtracking. None of this area is new. We've picked up the two-handed hammer here. Didn't know. There's 3-4 hits, and he's down. You can see that area down there, but let's head over here.
What the fuck? This scrag again. Where do you think you're going? Hey, you stop! Shit.
And that was the man who dropped the big crate in a room a few chapters back, which forced us to rebalance the reactors. He is going to be our main antagonist for the game. I'm not going to say his name, as it hasn't been given to us yet. Let's check over here first before we head the obvious direction. There's this button here, which will take you down. There's that button over there, which will take you down. And there's this area over here, which takes you up to a little platform. Now, let's see if this fire kills me. Doesn't kill me, but serves to be particularly annoying. Let's just go down on the lift. If I had tried to go through the actual door where the man had gone, the fire would have killed me. We're going to press this button, lower the lift, rather lower the bridge so we can get across. Then we're going to go over here and turn this valve, doing its quick time event. Well, not really quick time event, just mashing E. And pretty easily, we've already solved the problem in this area. It's not even really worth making us go down for. Just another time waster. There's a valve here. There's absolutely no reason to head there. All we need to do now is head back up. We can check over here first. This isn't where I came in, is it? No. What's this?
I don't know who exactly, but there's someone causing damage on the second sublet. Almost every part of the installation is malfunctioning. I hear explosions and shots. I'm not sure if I'm the right person to investigate it. Wait a minute. Someone's coming.
Well, doesn't look like whatever happened after that recording went well for him. Just another two-handed hammer. Already got one, no reason to take it. Ammo over here. Always good to collect. Don't need a crowbar. And this door is locked. Only reason to come over here was to acquire the voice log. Now, this man we are pursuing is very similar in, I suppose you would say, shape. It's very similar in shape to the man we saw in Tokaj's dream. I know it's been a while. Yes, the dream sequence way back at the beginning of the game. Hopefully I'm not heading the wrong way here. I think I'm right. I think I went the wrong way. It's the other way. Figure this out first, and then I'll get back on that thought. I really hope I haven't been this way. Oh, here we go.
The heavy machinery section, but it's a damn maze. Marcin said this section was abandoned. No wonder.
Alright, not really sure why there was such a weird transition there. Also, we've lost our assault rifle. They feel
contact the authorities.
They feel kind enough to give us our GX-10 through the cutscene, but they take away our assault rifle and our melee weapon. What we want to pick up is this note. I'm sorry, this is the room where that repeat note is. The one from the last video. For some reason I thought it was in the other place, my bad. Now, we do want to open this up and activate the lights so that we can press this console over here.
Operator's not responding, but I remember Arek's code. Damn it, he's not... What the hell is this? Maybe I can contact Marcin. No answer, but I should be able to get to his apartment through the technical section.
Not sure why that's glowing.
Now what?
And the power's acting all crazy. Well, that might explain why. What you want to do is try and run through here as quickly as possible.
That was a close one.
Not particularly Tokaj, but that's okay. And once you're in here, you're fine for now. Pick up this monkey wrench. Hopefully Tokaj will stop having whatever he calls this. Some ammo dispensers will not have any ammo, such as this one. And when it'll make that, I guess, alarm sound, klaxon, and then it will show red. Actually, nah, we'll stick with the monkey wrench. Haven't used it in a little bit. I would move back to one-handed weapons, but two-handed weapons are just so good that there really isn't a reason. But yes, I was going to discuss more about the man from the dream, the man that we've been pursuing. He's going to be our major antagonist for the game. And it seems like he may have something to do with what's going on in the shelter. We'll definitely be finding out more on that.
Shit!
Easy there, Tokaj. Not that bad. Now I need to be very careful here so the other one doesn't gang up on me while I'm beating up his friend. Wasn't so bad though. Taken care of. It seems that Arik, or as his real name is, Arkadiusz Florkowski, seems that he's having a little bit of trouble. Hopefully our friend Marcine's not having as much. Already it seems that the game has phased out the madmen in favor of these enemies. I'll try and do a coup de grace here, I haven't done one in a while. It would be a little nice if the bodies actually moved when you hit them. The enemies don't really seem to react to whatever it is you're doing. Also, you cannot destroy objects in the world. That just wasn't intelligent at all. He wasn't even being chased by anything. He doesn't even look like the other madmen. He just ran into fire and killed himself. That's alright though, par for the course in Afterfall insanity.
That sound. Building?
I'm not quite sure where he heard this noise.
Hey, you!
And now we're dealing with what can best be described as regular people. Tokaj doesn't seem to have any qualms about beating him up, though. Now, this man has, for whatever reason, quite a bit more health than we're used to.
Contamination. Here? You managed to weld this door. I'll have to go around. But there's one problem.
Now, he says contamination here, but aside from the fact we were attacked, there's no reason to feel that the contamination has spread this far. Well, that, and I suppose, due to the fact he was welding the door. Here's the next note. Note from the welder. He doesn't seem to be that crazy. Well, it seems like he's going crazy, but I guess that's the only proof we need. And his body vanished. Also a good sign. Tokaj likes to make a lot of assumptions during the game. I suppose the developers felt you would just go right along with him. That's a really weird, devilish female voice. Not really sure what's causing it. Your goal here is to pick the right container and then twist the valve. There's only 3 of them, so through trial and error, you'll figure it out. And I've actually gone a little bit over time. So join me next time as I continue Afterfall Insanity.